Good afternoon, fellow patriots and defenders of democracy. Welcome to the madness. To the Caribbean people and Wadea, big up on yourself. Now let's get back so everybody understands that we're on the same page. This has nothing to do with cars. I'm here to talk to you about some ridiculous shit that I just read in regards to fitness because it's February and everybody's still concerned about working out and New Year, New Me. This is an article that's linked to Men's Health on Yahoo. The workout and diet that gave me shredded abs in 11 weeks. Now, they have a dude here in a picture that is very horrible. It looks like an iPhone 5 took it on the before side, and iPhone 12, the good one, took the after picture, and he's now shaved and has a host of things on here. And I'll probably try to put the image in the video. But yeah, it's just like he hadn't trained for 6 months due to the pandemic, and now he's in the best shape of his life. However, the subject is a 36-year-old portfolio manager from Binghamton, New York. Isn't that in the Hamptons? Yeah. He was quarantined in the Hamptons for 6 months, and he had to have a change, so he went to LA for the change. And apparently, he was with a senior trainer at Ultimate Performance Fitness when he started working out. So, his program here is saying, essentially he worked out 3 times a week. His focus was mainly on strength training and full body workouts, and he supplemented this with up to 60 minutes of cardio on other days. So 3 days a week, so you go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you're at the gym. So every other day he's doing cardio, so I'm assuming Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, because it doesn't say about his day off, but it just says then on non-gym days Eddie would frequently check to keep me accountable for when he came in with his cardio and his diet plan. Now, the other part here that's going to summarize the brunt of this, because this is a wonderful article that doesn't show you his training, doesn't tell you anything about his meals, but is being promoted on something that's going to be seen by about 30 million people throughout the day. When you sit back and you go, he drank 120 ounces of water every day and reduces alcohol intake. Fine. That's not even the issue. Typical things. He started out weighing at 187. Things that we didn't hear. No one mentioned how tall he is. For perspective, United States Air Force said, I'm 5'9" 3/4, but they don't count 75% of anything, so I'm 5'9". My current weight ranges between 200 and 205 at the moment. I'm saying this to you as somebody who sat around and has gotten up to 245 because I was being a lazy ass and just eating. That this that's being presented is a bunch of bullshit. It's just like, okay, he started off at 187, right? He said he was approximately 20% body fat, which is 37.4 pounds of fat on his body. So he's like, okay, it's an 11-week program. Let's round this up and say it's 3 months. 3 4 is 12, 3 months. He's training 3 times a day. He said within this that the majority of the weight loss happened in the first 2 weeks and the last 2 weeks. That's understandable. Here goes when you start calling bullshit. His body fat dropped. He said he started off at about 20% body fat. His body fat dropped to 8.9%. No mention of how they measured this. So we're just going to take it at face value. This is the number. He gained 14 pounds of muscle over the course of 11 weeks. And we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's say it's 12. So every month, this person gained 4.6 pounds of lean muscle on his body. Now, do we not understand the problem with people putting shit like this out all the time? It's like, there's really no other way. Listen, if you believe any of the shit that is in this, even under the principle that you believe this, the part that's missing here is no one's mentioning the PEDs that he's taking to do this. Where is the performance enhancing drugs or whatever the hell he's doing that's allowing him to pack on muscle at this rate this goddamn quickly? I think I just watched a video of Greg Doucette putting on, I can't even remember how much muscle it was, but it wasn't in 11 weeks. Or even if it was, he was just performing at his peak presentation of himself, and he started taking PEDs, and he was taking a good amount. And the muscle that he didn't put on is much muscle. So I'm trying to figure out how a new dude who's basically like a semi-hedge fund manager or a finance guy put on 14 pounds of muscle, no steroids, lost essentially 11% of his body fat, given the muscle gain is going to offset how fat, the proportion rate. It doesn't mention is this like, the amount of goofy shit that we're allowed to put out here. When you go look for any of this, all it does is link you to a bunch of goddamn places to buy things. Yo, the most critical thing, it's like, he makes some good presenting here. It's like, the only thing that's positive or possibly realistic in this article is the closing of it, where he's going to sit back and he's going to say, there have been other benefits too. Within a few weeks of getting back into the gym and adjusting my diet, I felt drastically better. My sleep improved and I had a lot more energy during my workout. I just feel generally much better on a day-to-day basis and I'm enjoying my improved strength. My focus is now on getting stronger. Eddie and I are still training 3 times a week virtually, working towards some immediate strength goals in deadlifts, bench press, squats, and pull-ups. If you want to improve your fitness, my advice is to just decide to do it. And don't get overwhelmed focusing on the end result. Working with a great trainer can certainly make it easier, but self-motivation and consistency are the most crucial things in making real change. And I'm assuming they forgot the chicken, broccoli, and rice. Or the steroids that you're not taking that didn't get mentioned. Woo! Yo, we are how are people not allowed to be held liable about this? How is this okay? This is almost just as bad as back when people were unaware that people are editing the hell out of these videos or their pictures and posting them on the internet. And you're like, yeah, look at me. Anyway, this is just an article that irritated me. There'll be no commercials or whatever monetizing this. I'm just here talking to you. Until the next time, man, we'll talk. Peace.